Alrighty, ladies and gents. Here we are. Once again, another weekend of Premier League action. We are back. Hope you're all doing well. Here we go. We've got Arsenal, we've got Wolves. We've got some other big games as well coming same time here at the bottom end of the table as well. So a lot to be excited about. We'll go through, as you can see, the lineups are here on the screen. We'll go through them a little bit, but obviously massive weekend of Premier League action. As I said, there's another game going on right now to the bottom end of the table as well. So never fails to impress the Premier League with game after game with just exciting action. But in terms of this one here, you've got Arsenal currently on top of the Premier League right now by the single point. They're looking to extend to a 4-point lead here early in the weekend. With Man City playing Tottenham, you never know how that goes. So if they win this game here, they'll be looking in the box seat come this upcoming very busy December period. So they'll be very happy with that. In terms of Wolves, sitting 12th, continually robbed by VAR. So we'll see if they get hard done by yet again today. The two teams here now walk out. The big news, I guess, in terms of team-wise, for Arsenal, Trossard remains in that midfield from last Premier League game. Kai Havertz not entrusted from the start today, despite his great week, 2 goals in the last 2 games. David Raya returns in goal for the Gunners. And then in terms for Wolves as well, the midfield's changed slightly. We got Traore back in there and Doyle due to some suspensions there in the midfield for Wolves. And they're going back to a back 4, it appears, rather than a back 3. So a few little minute changes there to keep things interesting. Both teams, though, as I said, Arsenal desperate for a win. Wolves, they're going really well this season. I think they'll really enjoy a win here to try and, propel themselves back into that mid-table bracket. Let's go through the lineups then, as they also appear on screen now in front of us. For Arsenal, as I said, David Raya returns in goal as Tomiyasu at right back. Talked a lot about him this week and his importance to their club. Saliba, Gabriel at centre half. Tomiyasu will probably help out, be that sort of defensive back 3, as Zinchenko at left back, probably tuck in midfield and play as an extra midfielder. Got Rice holding in there alongside Leandro Trossard and Martin Odegaard. And in the front 3 is, as we always expect, Martinelli from the left, Saka from the right. And down the middle, it's Gabby Jesus. You've got Rams on the bench, Ben White, Eddie Nketiah, Jorginho, Mohamed El-Neni as well there for other options. In terms of Wolves, it is Sarr in goal. They've got up here as a back 3. I thought they got to play as a back 4, but I've got Totti Gomez playing alongside Dawson Kilman, looks like at the back as a back 3. Then Semedo will be playing as a wing back. Hugo Bueno as the other wing back. And then Doyle will lead Bellegarde and Traore. And it's Hwang and Matheus Cunha up top for them. So interesting to see how that one all lines up. Obviously, you've got Sasa Kalajic on the bench, Pablo Sarabia, and also Fabio Silva's goal scoring options from that bench. So and we're not going to be short of excitement. I think we're going to have a good game here. Arsenal, in recent weeks, using their defensive capability to show off why they're being so good. But against the Wolves side, he'll probably learn a counter-attack. We're going to see Arsenal get in the front foot a bit more. So that'll be exciting to see as we pan into Mikel Arteta. He looks like a very focused man. This is a big game for them. Obviously, Wolves have gotten results against Newcastle. They've gotten a win against City. They were result against Aston Villa and beaten Tottenham as well. So they're no easy beats. It's a big game here. I think, as I said, I said my predictions 3-1 Arsenal, but it could be one of those 1-0 Arsenal sort of games if all things don't quite go to planned. But they had a massive week this week in the Champions League, 6-0 win on the back of that 1-0 great win over Brentford. So a good week for Arsenal. Can they finish it off here on this Saturday here against Wolves? That's the question we all have on our lips here. Alrighty, we're all cooking with gas here. For those watching, let us know in the chat your score prediction. I'm going with a 3. I'm backing my original prediction in. I'm going 3-1. I think Arsenal will score one early. Wouldn't be surprised if Wolves peg one back, but then I think Arsenal will get on top and flex their muscles in this one here. We've got a minute of applause here for the players. And we are set for kickoff now. Arsenal and Wolves from the Emirates. Just waiting for the referee, looks like maybe, to get us into readiness. And we're still waiting. And now we're off. Now we're away. Okay, here we go. It's Arsenal, it's Wolves from the Emirates. Straight away in midfield, already picking the ball up the pitch here, Wolves. And a great challenge from Gabriel. Look, already the pace of the game, that's what we expect from Wolves, to high press, to try and get on the ball as much as possible. You know, they probably prefer to play in the counter-attack, but they wouldn't mind being on the ball. Poor touch from Cunha. Except Cunha, yeah, obviously to drop in. He'll be the guy to try and create things for Hwang up front. And we know that when Hwang gets those chances, he is deadly in front of goal. So you don't want to give him half an inch, and that's what Saliba and Gabriel will be trying to avoid today. Let us obviously know, guys, in the comment section, in the chat here, your predictions for this game. As I said, I'm going for the 3-1 Arsenal win, but you know how good Wolves can be against some of the big boys. Obviously, Dawson at the back as well. Mr. Consistent. Never really gets talked about, doesn't he? But he does a job week in, week out for this Wolves side and for West Ham in the past. We'll get to see how Declan Rice can go in this midfield, obviously, against this changed Wolves midfield. Expect him to have a bit of a field day in there alongside Ødegaard and Trossard. Looks like Trossard playing as like a more of a number 10 and Ødegaard's the 8. Well, Rice will probably sit in front of the two centre-backs there. For Wolves, it's the front two, instead of that 5-3-2 again, with Hwang and Cunha up front, and the wing backs there from wide. This week's F Marshall, high possession, use the flanks here, use these wingers. Martinelli. That matchup versus Martinelli and Nelson Semedo will be very interesting to see how those two go at it. Misplaced ball there, but that's what we see from Arsenal. Martin Ødegaard will pick the ball up, will look to play through gaps, to play in these incredible front three they've got there. As I said, I'll keep an eye on the other games as well, going at the same time, which we've already got a goal for Burnley. Burnley are 1-0 up versus Sheffield United. That is a massive goal for them in their season. That scored by Jay Rodriguez, the man in goals once again. But that game is massive at the bottom of the table. And also we've got Brentford at the G-Tech hosting Luton as well. So another game's going to affect the bottom three there. So the promotion and relegation candidates all playing at once here. See Bellegarde pick the ball up in midfield. Another exciting player so far for Wolves. I'm really been impressed with the way he's gone about things. He's always very important in each of their good results or positive results. So maybe seeing some more of him today as well against his Arsenal side. Oh, what a poor touch for Hwang. Well, see, that's what you see from Wolves. They're still playing those areas. They're still playing the tight areas, trying to play past this Arsenal team. They'll press when they need to. So they're not a team, your traditional sort of counter-attack teams like the Palaces, like the West Hams. They're going to come and they're going to put a game on here for Arsenal. Hopefully they can live up to expectation here. See, Trossard, so good. What a pickup for Arsenal last season. He's been very, very important for them. Oh, gee. Not afraid to pat the back either here, Wolves. Has Arsenal done very, very well and pinned them in. They get a throw. A dangerous on the second balls on the pitch. Tomiyasu was a mass exposed. That's interesting. You go into that every other week. Interesting. Tomiyasu continuing from right back as well. Ben White out of favour maybe again. Both not front-footed players, but I think we can agree Tomiyasu is probably the better defender out of the two of them. I thought Wolves had won it back up the pitch. Zinchenko again. This is where he does his best work on the edge of the area. Creating, breaking apart this Wolves defence. That'll be his job today, on that inverted role to tuck in and try and create something. And then overload that flank when they have a chance as well. As they look at this Wolves, sort of 5-on-1 almost. They're just up and up. There you go. That's what you expect from Wolves. They'll be out there. They'll be high. They'll press the ball having person in their own half, but can't get out at the moment. Arsenal locking Wolves in, it seems. Saka's again once it doubled up. He's done well. A great return. And it's Saka again. And it's a wonderful goal. Bukayo Saka. Well worked, start to finish. And that is a dream of a goal. And the Arsenal already up. I tell you what, though, that is a ridiculous little... He picks the ball up here on the right flank. 2v1 with Bueno, and I think there's that Bellegarde in there. Slips the ball into Jesus. Has a little return. Tomiyasu's little one touch. And Saka skips past Dawson, and a left-footed clinical finish into the corner. Not much Saka can do about it, but it all set up here by Jesus. He has 4 Wolves shirts around him. He rolls the ball into Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu, one-touch pass. Saka obliges, skips past, or gets a bit lucky with the deflection that goes back to him, but clinical finish. And Arsenal already 1-0 up in the space of 7 minutes, and that could prove to be dangerous for the rest of this game, because they could go on now and have a bit of a field day with it. They're checking what offside. I'm not sure what offside. I think this is a goal. This will stand. And it's Saka now. His goal will stand. There we go. It's 1-0 Arsenal. It's already a great start as well. Like, Wolves done their best to press high up the pitch, but they couldn't get out for a long period of time, and then bang, there you go, Saka, back of the net. It's all it takes sometimes. And that's not a place to turn the ball over either from Dawson. Arsenal getting back on the ball. This is where you could look at it going quite dangerous here early on. Saka's got when to go around, run at. And Tomiyasu wins a throw, and once again, Arsenal already in their own final third. Conte is rightly so mentioning the 6 goals in midweek. They're not short on goals right now, Arsenal. They're in some quite handy form. So if you're a Wolves supporter or player right now, you've got to be a little nervous. And Gary O'Neill's probably tactic of trying to absorb as much pressure as possible is probably gone at the door now. They need to try and get at Arsenal a bit more now, go on the front foot a bit more, try and play a bit more in possession. They've been basically camped in their own half here for the first 9 minutes. or stuff like that there. If that goes their way, Cunha there trying to get his foot in. That's where you can get chances on the counter-attack. That's where you need to get at Arsenal. Zinchenko with a great drill pass. And Tomiyasu's been involved in most good things so far for Arsenal. And Saka again, doubled up again. Can't replicate the previous move. But he'll win the ball back off Hwang. And he drives. Oh, and well nicked away. Tell you what, I should have captained Saka in fantasy because he looks like he's up for the moment. Still 1-0 at Burnley. Still 1-0 obviously in this game. And then 0-0 between Brentford and Arsenal. Let me know what your predictions are, guys, in the chat. Now that's 1-0. Does that change your mind at all? Or did you always back? That's a great challenge from Declan Rice again. And Jesus playing Saka now. He's got a bit of space for Ødegaard. Oh, there was a great little slide ball and Saka just didn't quite react. But very smartly played in tight areas. That's what these guys can do. Ødegaard and Saka on that right flank when they decide to work together and combine up here. It all comes from that Declan Rice challenge. And then Gabriel Jesus lays off to Saka. Ødegaard takes it and then, oh, great slick ball. He would have been on side as well, Saka. And if that board found its target, I think that could have been 2-0. Yeah, it was a great ball. I think the Wolves defence are all caught flat-footed, so... Wolves a chance here just to play a bit more in possession. Try and at least take some sting out of this game because Arsenal have absolutely been all over them from the start. You've just joined us, Saka scoring within 7 minutes and making it 1-0 to the Arsenal. That's a poor clearance from Jose Sarr. Wolves are just, they're stuck in their own half here. It's very, very struggling times here. And that I thought was a foul on Zinchenko, which hasn't been given. Hwang's down here, but looks like they're going to play on. But already we're saying Arsenal, the possession numbers here are going to be ridiculous, isn't it? Because they have, from start to finish here, had their way. Great spray from Rice. Needs Saka again, one-on-one. And this week, don't want Saka. Oh, no one attacked at the back post. Zinchenko's first time ball in. 1-2. Oh, what a goal! And that is liquid football from the Arsenal. And Ødegaard puts on the back of the net. And it's 2-0 in 13 minutes. And that is just class. And that there is, which says Rice has sprayed ball out. He finds Saka. His cross was actually all right, but no one got on the end of it. And it came to the back post, which Zinchenko had a great little 1-2 with Jesus. And he finds Ødegaard with all this space. And already this is looking a bit uphill for Wolves. Too easy for Arsenal. 2-0 in 13 minutes. What a find for Zinchenko as well. And I guess Ødegaard from that spot, you expect to put that in the back of the net, don't you? Maybe my 3-1 predictions look like unders. Arsenal have 62% possession, the 2 shots and the 2 goals, so clinical. We saw some great goals last week, but in terms of a team goal, that might be one of the best team goals I've seen this season. That was splendid from start to finish. We've got Jose Sarr down here. already. Gee, it's going to be a tough old night here for Wolves. 2-0 already. That's ridiculous. Seeing that back, that is top class master. That is a team on top form. Oh, great little nod on from Sackville and well done from Dawson. And Wolves are everything too now. If it wasn't before, it's a lot more now. Saka smartly within all 3 yellow shirts. They are just having a field day out here. And if we're not careful, Wolves could be a 3 or 4 down before half time. I tell you what, a great game so far from Zinchenko. Obviously, that assist is remarkable, but just on the ball as well. He's been everywhere so far. Him and Tomiyasu as fullbacks have just done their job to a T. And we've sort of bypassed the midfield almost in most cases. Here's Martinelli. Arsenal, just, yeah, it's just, looking at class above right now. I thought Wolves would have a better fight than this, but gee, yeah. Arsenal have come ready for this one. You think there'd be more space for Trossard for Rice to open up here because Wolves are basically just doubling or tripling every time Saka or Martinelli touches the ball. So could see more goals here from maybe even Rice, Trossard, Odegaard. They've had a good start so far, but I can imagine it'll get even better as this game goes on and this Wolves group just tired because they're going to play a lot without the ball, it seems, today. Martinelli just short of Jesus, but again, cleared to no avail. It's straight back with Odegaard. And the ball comes straight back where it came. So Wolves are still camping in on their own half, in their own area here. Oh, great little slide ball there. It's Jesus on the right. Oh, and Totti's done very well. And he's eventually given offside, but gee, another smart pass there from Odegaard. He's on one today. He's in very good touch. In the goal, connecting the play. See if Wolves just have a bit of time here out. It's on their own half, but no, it's going to come straight back. Great hold up from Jesus. Geez, that's been incredible so far. Great little turn. Odegaard sprays it. I tell you, with Arsenal, it's games like this we've been waiting to see, haven't we? Like midweek we saw it. But in the Premier League, we haven't really seen a game like this, I guess, outside of the Bournemouth one, where they just bop the ball around, pass it around teams, look like they're going to score every time they go forward. Like this is what the Arsenal we saw last year, right? This is more of that free-flowing, goal-scoring type football. As I say that, Tomiyasu misplaced his back heel. Oh, grateful from Rice. Saka again doubled up. And that's Erdogan in that little hole. Oh, it's a great ball. Oh, a great save from Jose Sa. Trossard. Solid first touch. Slightly got away from him, but it was Jose Sa who closed the angles down. And then once again, Martin Erdegaard, that pass was pinpoint. He is looking in tip-top touch after coming back from that injury a few weeks back. Once again, though, the double up on that right-hand side gives Erdegaard the chance to drop in on the edge of the area and just pick his pass because they're doubling up on Saka. They're leaving Martin Erdegaard probably the dangerous pass on the pitch all alone. Gabriel's done very well there. We're watching the back here. So the double up Saka, Erdegaard's trying to pick his pass, and the first actually is quite good. It just didn't get enough of it. And Sar's come out well there and smothered that one. Great save. He does get to it the second time, Trossard. It's a great save from Jose Sa. Made himself big. Once again, Arsenal come forward with Saka. Now Tomiyasu's ball. Taken well by Jesus. Oh, his touch just got away from him. And again, Arsenal keeping it on the edge there in area. Is attack right now for Arsenal. Great change of pace, Martinelli. Cross wasn't good enough though. So Jose Sa he's done. Dan Bentley there off the bench. He'll come on and replace Jose Sa, but that's another big loss for Wolves now. Well, we'll look at the substitutions around the grounds. Brentford still 0-0 with Luton. Burnley remain 1-0 up versus Sheffield United. Here he is, Dan Bentley, ready to come on. He's got a big job ahead of him, considering the way Arsenal played so far. We'll see how he goes, though, because he's under a lot of fire. As Jose Sa looks to explaining it to Gary O'Neill there. He won't be a very happy chap right now, Gary O'Neill, after, I guess, this first 20 minutes of the last game where they played well versus Wolves, but just versus Fulham, but once again, VAR not on their side. And already 2-0 down within half an hour here at the Emirates. So, rough start for them. Can Wolves now just work their way back into the game? This midfield is looking quite weak. I didn't think it would be this bad, but it looks like it's going to be that way because Doyle played a nice little Meg on Trossard, and here comes Semedo. The first time I guess Wolves are in Arsenal's half there for a moment, 20, not even 20 seconds, 5 seconds there. But once again, playing from the back now. They just can't get out right now. It's relentless pressure from Arsenal, making it very hard for Wolves to find a way. Yeah, there's a stat there on the screen. 11 touches in the box versus 0. That explains it all. And time in, I guess, half will be interesting as well, because I think it would be 98% in the Wolves half versus minimal amount of time here in Arsenal half. As Bellegarde started a basketball dribble it. That pass. They'll try everything they need right now to try and get a goal back in this one. Martinelli has it. Oh, they're running behind here. Great ball from Jesus. Can he return the favour? It will cut back in. That's could be handball. It's blocked again off Totti. It did come off a hand. I think the hand was basically down in a pocket position. But a Trossard chance again off a deflection. He hit that straight into the defender. Arsenal again coming. Martinelli again. Oh, it's great feet. He sent Samata to the shops. And he'll have a free kick. Yeah, it's a lazy leg there for Tomato, and Bellegarde just doubles up on Manelli as well. But that previous chance, what a pass. What a pass from Gabby Jesus there to play Martinelli through. Just one touch play. Like the connection this front three has is ridiculous. And anyone who doesn't rate Gabriel Jesus needs to have a watch of this game because he hasn't been influential in everything they've done good so far in this first half. Linking the game up, holding the ball up. A strike I think any team will take in an absolute heartbeat. But our dangerous spot here, Trossard with his right forward look to in-swing this. Oh, the low flat ball. And it's Rice. Oh. That'll be a corner. That he can hit that with venom. I think it was on target. Well, the first ball from Trossard comes off Cunha. And then he makes up for his mistake and deflects the second ball behind for a corner. But Rice's shot was on target. Oh, was missed in the first contact. Oh, great ball from Erdegaard. Martinelli tried too much and took down Kilman in the end, but once again, relentless from the Arsenal. I'll be surprised to have 2 or 3 more before this half is done the way they're playing. Very good so far. Once again, Wolves just can't have any possession in their own forward half of the ground here. That touch it away from Saka. And now a chance for Wolves to play. At least momentarily. Loose at the back. This press of Arsenal. You've got to be worried. There's a lot of quick and agile players that can nick the ball back very high up the pitch and be dangerous. There's a chance for Wolves here to get back in control. You see this Arsenal team. Look at the way they're working as a unit. It's relentless to get past and through. Oh, that's a poor pass from Doyle. He's ended up lucky in getting away with it. Cunha can pick the ball up and drive now. Wolves can maybe create something here. It's Bueno. Once again, look at the Arsenal numbers. 5 or 6 now as a wall in front of them. And that's basically the identity of Arsenal this season. They're resolute at the back. And despite this possession for Wolves, it doesn't look like they're going to get anywhere with it. As Cunha can pick the ball up and turn. That's a poor ball. Very short of Wang. Clearance to nobody. So Wolves have a chance to repel and send this ball back. What are you saying from? Look how hard they press back up the pitch. This is what we saw midweek in the Champions League. It's what we've seen in recent weeks when they played their best, when they get teams almost suffocated in their own half. Better spell here from Wolves. And a few more minutes here, just possession control. While we're in a bit of a downpour at the game, make sure, guys, check out some of the latest videos on the channel. We've got the podcast that went up a day and a bit ago now. The great basketball Ethan Elliott, that's up on the channel. And then also the first, I guess the introduction video of my hopeful new vlog series for the next few weeks, Development December. That's why I'll be trying to restrain yawns all about today. New fitness goal I've set myself, which is going to test myself mentally, physically, maybe even emotionally on the journey. But I've outlined that video as well. That's a video that went up yesterday as well. So go check that one out. Also, if you have some free time. As we got Wolves on the counter. With a great ball in the box. Oh! Cunha's ball's landed that feet of Huang at the back post. But it was a good ball in the box and Cunha just couldn't direct the header anywhere. Bellegarde. Huang and put behind by Trossard. That's the first chance we've seen from Wolves. That was a good ball into the box. Bueno's ball, a good little fly, good dip. Great pace, and probably too much pace for Cunha to control and actually take down or head on target. But better from Wolves here. Better sort of 3 or 4 minutes of, in terms of spell of possession and pressure. Bueno again. But can't get past Tomiyasu. That's what he's good at. 101 defending. That's what he's at his best. Oh, that's a bad chance, Murderguard. He's come from behind. Not sure what he's arguing that point for, because I think he's come to the back of him there, and yeah, he's got a piece of, yeah. Definitely gets a piece of the ball, but he gets a piece of Cunha throughout as well. Doyle and Bueno over the ball. Can they get it into a somewhat of a dangerous area? It's a great ball. Oh. And Totti was there, but just couldn't get any connection on it to get the ball back into a dangerous area. But a great whip. Just too much on it at the end, I think, for Totti to make up the ground. But once again, Wolves have a good little spell here. Oh, and Odegaard's touch. Big question what they got out of it, though. That's what Wolves can do to you. If they get up half the pitch and press you high, they can create these half chances. Like we've seen here. Bueno's done well. Last one to throw, but that's what they can do to you. Get high up the pitch, press you, make you uncomfortable. That's what Gary O'Neill's got his team doing there. You see him on screen. He's probably thinking, like, maybe I can get something back into this game. Impressive last 3 or 4 minutes. 2-0 in the Burnley game now. It's Brun Larson second. Burnley 2-0 up against Sheffield United. Obviously Arsenal here 2-0 up and then 0-0 at Brentford and Luton. So positives. Positives there for Burnley. The bottom team may be getting their win to help them propel them up that table closer to survival. terms of this one here, just saw on the screen there pop up 78% possession in the last few moments here for Wolves. Have worked their way back into this one. More time in the Arsenal half. That's what you want. Want a good game. Want to see Wolves go at it. If you've just joined us, ladies and gentlemen, the first goal came from Bukayo Saka. That will probably go to the keeper. First goal came from Bukayo Saka within 7 minutes. Great little work, 1-2 with Gabriel Jesus. Tomiyasu then slips him through. Gets a little bit lucky with a bit of deflection, but a well-worked goal, intricate sort of play. Great nick from Rice up the pitch now. Oh, couldn't win a throw though. And the second goal came not too much later. Oh, Doyle's ball was poor on the counter. Oh, but Zinchenko's giving it away. Here comes Tomato. And Martinelli's back to defend. And does very, very well. Gabriel Martinelli. Not just a winger. He'll come back and defend it, and the crowd lifts for it as well. So you don't buy those sort of things. Players just have that. Zinchenko gives it away, but Martinelli's steaming back to defend. There's a few times we've seen that this season that he has to cover. Oh, Zinchenko's poor header back in. Oh, and Bellegarde was just too lax on it. Oh, and Saka could be on here. Totti closing. Saka will stand him. 2-4 momentarily. But here comes Martinelli. Great ball from Saka. And Martinelli, oh, it's a post. Oh, great effort. Cut back, Trossard, back heel. Declan Rice lines it. Oh, and that's sprayed wide. And he'll get a corner. Must have deflected one of the Wolves defenders, but Arsenal once again, inches away. Wolves go close the other end. It's Tomiyasu who feeds Saka. Totti smiles and jump in, but then Saka has time to pick the ball up, pick the pass to Martinelli, and coming from that left-hand side, opens his body up and tries to roll into the far corner, but hits the post. Bentley was beaten. Nearly in the back of the net, inches away in the back of the net, but Martinelli missing out. Once again, the Arsenal, they go from nearly conceding a chance at one end to scoring at the other, and that's just the ability of this front three, the pace of this front three to get in behind and cause problems. Saka's ball. Bentley's been brought down, but no foul given. Ødegaard. Recycles with a Saka. And then Trossard, and then Saka again. Too much space for him across the ball. Oh, and Jesus had an empty run at the ball and he's missed at the back post. Might be offside, looks like. But gee, what a ball from Bukayo Saka. He's onside, absolutely is onside. Well, Gabriel gets a flick on it, but then Jesus diving in for the ball at the back post. Just got big on him. He couldn't control it. But that should be 3 for the Arsenal. Once again, a great little spell here for them. Jesus will be kicking himself. He hasn't converted that chance. So we've got Max Kilman, the captain, now down for Wolves. It might look like he's going off here. No. Bit of a down patch here. And this one. Still 2-0 around the grounds with Burnley and Sheffield, and Brentford remain locked at 0-0 with Luton. While we do, yes, have this moment while Kilman's getting treated to. Thank you also for the 300 subscribers, now on 304. Really appreciate the support over the recent videos, recent podcasts, especially these prediction videos. They seem to be flying at the moment. So thank you guys for supporting them so well. Does not go unnoticed. Absolutely appreciate it. As we approach the latter stage of this first half, you look like Kilman's got a knock to the eye, I think. It might have been from this heading at contest. It's a stray arm that sort of hits him in the face, but he should be okay, I think, to soldier on. The captain. Bit shaken up. It is freezing cold, so I can imagine that would hurt like hell. Yeah, the goals back. We're watching them live now. That great little 1-2 play, and then Saki gets the ball back and a right-footed shot, cannon into the corner. And this little 1-2, Jesus and Zinchenko lays it back for Odegaard on the penalty spot, left alone. You don't leave Odegaard alone there, and that's probably one of the best team goals I've seen so far this season. What a goal that one was. Back, I think Kilman will be returning once he gets the referee's discretion. But we'll be back with action here. Gee, poor choice from Doyle. Yeah, I thought before the game, despite the injuries, that'd be all right, but that midfield does look quite weak, I think that's the best way to put it, compared to his Arsenal one. Here goes Saka. Once again, this flank going to cause problems. Arsenal would try and, I guess, finish his first half on another goal. They keep peppering away at this. Sorry, Wolves side right now. Just another chance to recycle it. Tell you what, though, Arsenal in this game looking like real proper title contenders now. There's been some ups and downs so far this season, but in recent weeks, it's starting to click. It's looking more and more ruthless by the week. Resolute defensively, back now with them some goals in this game. So much more you can ask from this team. Jesus tried to hold him a lot. It was peppered in there from Tomiyasu. So just reset with Rye here as we approach the last 2 minutes of the 45. Trossard back heel, not quite it. And now a chance for Wolves in a forward area to try and create something. Just so hard to break apart. Look at this. It's a 3, it's another 3, and then it's 4 there. It's not an easy group to break through. Great ball from Doyle. Samato's touch gets away from him. That was poor from him. He's been quite poor in this game as well. Quite a fall off from grace from the former Barcelona man. Not in great touch. Arsenal just playing for fun around the back here. Now a chance to catapult themselves forward. Yeah, tell you what, there's a space here, yeah, for Marley to run at the Wolves defenders here. been Saka and Martinelli been absolutely ruthless so far and dangerous in every single time going forward. It's between these two to make it. And another smart idea from Erdegaard. And Trossard getting back and defending. That's a thing as well. These guys can easily slack off and let the back four go to work, but midfielders, wingers, tracking back, getting the ball back, winning it up high areas, breaking the play up early. That's how you make a good, solid defensive unit. If you can win the ball up in higher areas, you don't need your back four. And that's what Arsenal are doing. Yeah, they just at the Wolves players straight away. 7 minutes of added time added on here. So definitely no chance for a goal for either side, but probably more likely Arsenal the way they've been playing their football. Wang's been bullied off again. This back two is physical, it's strong, it's powerful. It's probably not the game for Wang to be trying to play one-on-one isolated. Not quite the same physical presence, physicality that these two have in Saliba and Gabriel. Space Trossard has to turn in midfield. Tomiyasu lays it back to Saka. And now we get one-on-one Saka again. Poor pass to Tomiyasu, but it stays with Arsenal. Odegaard now. Saka one-on-one. What has he got? Martin Odegaard as well, just dropping into holes, dropping into spaces. This is the problem. You can't double up on one because someone will drop to another spot, another space. Tomiyasu, now Odegaard. Oh, great little ball. Oh, that's not a foul, referee. That's a weak foul. Tomiyasu called for it. I don't think there was much in that at all. Once again, you see the link up between Tomiyasu, Saka, Odegaard in these little tight areas, in these triangles. I think Wolves will be happy to get to half time and reset. They've got a lot of things to work on. Come the second half, they want to make a dramatic comeback here. But I tell you what, they'll probably take a cheeky goal here before half time, or maybe just some sustained possession and chances. But that's not going to help them. Kilmer's pass is poor. And great ball from Erdegaard. Here's Jesus. Chance for three. Could have laid it to Rice. And in the end, it's got a routine save for Bentley. Didn't quite have the power. Had the accuracy, but ended up being almost like a P-roller towards Bentley. Great weighted pass there from Erdegaard. He has Rice there to lay it back to and just doesn't do it. Looks goal first, and the execution wasn't quite there from Jesus. Trossard again getting there. Hasn't been much going forward for Trossard, but he's done well in there, breaking the play up. Being almost that energizer bunny in that midfield there. As we are approaching halfway through this added time. Well played from Huang. Hold the ball off well. He goes Cunha. He wants to try and skip past Gabriel and get back to his right foot. Oh, he's done well again. Gabriel done well in the end. And he's not happy. He wants him to get back up, but that was a great little play there from Mateus Cunha. He skipped past Gabriel a few times. Made him look a bit silly there. But once again, Gabriel, that lunging challenge. You never disregard Gabriel Saliba. They find a way to get back in position and get those ridiculous tackles. Odegaard's ball. Oh, asking a little bit too much with that clip ball, but once again, they got so much space. They're leaving so much space for Erdegaard just to find his pass, pick his pass. You see that bit of defending. Yeah, gets the ball cleanly. Really good from Gabriel. When you think he's beat, he's not. He's always there. He's always getting his foot in. Cunha did well, though. It was a good run after Wang laid it off. Got 2 minutes to go here in the added time. Half time at the G-Tech, 0-0 there between Brentford and Luton. Looks like we'll be going half time. Burnley 2, Sheffield United 0. So big news at all ends of the table. Luton getting a handy point as we speak. Burnley getting 3 points at home finally. Good signs for them. Bentley comes out sweeper keeper style and clears that ball away. Oh, here's a chance. Has Samatta going to keep up with Martinelli? No, he can't. Martinelli beats him. Oh, great little move. Trossard, and that ball's sprayed wide. But once again, one pass over the back and Arsenal were through. And this time it was Martinelli laying up Trossard. Smart little back heel there, but Trossard's shot's a bit wild and flies past the post. That'll probably be the last chance of the first half, which has been dominated by Arsenal, may I say. They've, for minute 1, had the ball in the Wolves' half, been on the edge of their own area. Could have had 3. Trossard had a chance to make it 3. Just smartly saved from Jose Sarr before he went off. But the quality of goal, tip-top. The quality of play from Arsenal, incredible as well. Oh, as I say this, Wang. Oh, great effort from Ryder. Come out and once again, Zinchenko, another dodgy moment from him. 2 Wolves chances coming from 2 Zinchenko mistakes. Oh, now Trossard's made a mistake. He loses the ball midfield, and Cunha. Oh, poor challenge on him from Trossard. You see this playback now. It was a clearance from the goal kick that bounces between Saliba and Zinchenko. And Zinchenko takes the touch in the end. And Ryan had to really get big and come out because otherwise, actually, Wang missed the ball, but Wang could have taken it past him and easily rolled that ball into an empty net. So that's where Wolves have to be at their best. They have to, pounce these half chances, get themselves back in this game. Wang, Cunha, Bellegarde, when they're in these areas. Chance for Tommy Doyle to deliver another good ball with his right foot. Saliba clears the initial ball. It's a free kick. And that will probably bring us to half-time, I think. And that is half-time. Half-time here from the Emirates. Arsenal blistering out the block. Saka within 7 minutes. Erdegaard doubled the lead within half an hour with a beautiful team goal. And until late moments there in the first half, we've been all Arsenal. Arsenal obviously 2-0 up at the half. We'll be back in the second half to see if Wolves can put a fight back up. Can they change things at half-time? But as it looks right now, Arsenal looking pretty likely and in a bit of cruise control to win this game. We'll see you guys at the half. All right, ladies and gents, we are back. Second half action coming up. A lot for Wolves to do. Arsenal in box seat position. Can Wolves give us an exciting second half, or will Arsenal just flex their muscle even more? That's the question we have to ask as we get ready to get kicked off here in the second half. Here we go. Underway for second half here. Wolves getting us kicked off, kicking from left to right. What is this camera? They've played up with the cameras, obviously, at half time. As you see, news just in, Brentford 1-0 up versus Luton. We'll find out where that goal would come from. We've got a goal here, Neil Maupay. So he's great. Return run here with Brentford continues. They go 1-0 up against Luton, which is a much-needed goal for them. All eyes here on Arsenal. Oh, Saka starts well here. Great ball into the box, which headed away. So I don't know what is going on here with this camera. Here we go, back now, proper camera. What happened there from before? Watching a bit of the stats at half time, and Declan Rice has been everywhere. I think he's run over 6.5 Ks, 2 shots. He's just literally been everywhere for Arsenal so far. Great ball for Trossard. Oh. And just goes to show what 100 million can actually get you. We've seen Chelsea, Manchester United, even Arsenal in the past waste so much money on players that just aren't worth it. 100 million seems like a lot of money, but when you get someone like Declan Rice, like the difference he's made for this Arsenal side, just the ability for them to play now so expressively, they trust him there alone. He's just been ridiculous for them. And in this game here, no different how the way he started the season. Even creating some chances as well. Here's Ødegaard for Saka. Oh, could have been handball. Once again, Arsenal just living on the edge of the area. Great ball across and that could be a penalty, I think. Not given. Jesus goes for the header and looked like it just got dragged down to the floor. Nice little reverse ball from Rice. Oh, he's probably not strong enough to send him to the floor like that, but he's got a hand. Max Kilman's got a hold of Gabriel Jesus' right arm. Looks like VAR still having a look, so he might get overturned. No, it hasn't been overturned. They haven't paid it. It did look quite weak. He just went down very, very easy. But once again, Arsenal, it took all 3 minutes for them to create a chance that could have been put in the back of the net. Good little batting with Madden Martinelli there. But still, that ball lives in the Wolves' half. Trossard again misplaced a pass. He's had a poor offensive night. Great in terms of out of possession, but in possession has struggled today. We've got Bellegarde now playing the ball across the box. Here comes Hwang, and his shot skews wide. Zinchenko, another mistake, heads it straight up in the air, and it was into the path of Hwang, but his shot just sprayed wide. And I don't know what is going on with this camera. Someone's having a awful day out on their job. Traore well in. And sent miles back by Leandro Trossard. Well, for Wolves in the second half to get into the game, you'd think they need to score first. They didn't make it within the first hour to actually get into this game. And I know where for me, it's going to have to come on a counter-attack, maybe a long ball into the path of Cunha or Hwang, and they have to hold it up nicely. We've seen so far that mistakes have been played by us. Odegaard plays in Saka. But for them, yeah, just you got to try and pounce on a half chance because Arsenal don't give up much. And they're looking so good on the offensive side of things, attacking that at the end of the ground. And for us, it's same old, same old. Keep possession. Keep playing on the edge of this Wolves area. I think about time the ball went to the back of the net once again. As Jesus does well. Couldn't keep past both defenders. Rice with a great challenge. Gabriel could have given him play and put it out for a throw, but yeah, I think that's going to be the avenue for Wolves. Get on the counter-attack or get that long ball over the back and let Hwang and Matheus Cunha do their best work and try and create something out of nothing, because that's where it looks like this game's going to be heading, because with Declan Rice and Odegaard in deeper infield and that back two, and Saliba and Gabriel, we know how strong they are. It is so hard to get clear-cut chances. As we see a second goal, Brentford score now against Luton. Let's have a look where that one's come from. Let's hope my fantasy's rewarded here with a Vista goal. Ben Mee. It's a header. Assisted by Brian Imbermo. So no fantasy points for myself there. Here's a chance now for Matheus Cunha. He skipped past Rice. Chance of stand up to the box or stand his defender, which he's done. He's cut back well. Oh, and a great shot and a great save from David Raya. That's the first chance that Rice had to show his. And that's a poor chance from Cunha. You don't need to push him in the back from there. The first shot that stung the gloves of David Raya. It was a smart save, probably an expected one, but it was Cunha who picked the ball up. Little drop of the shoulder, skip past Rice. And yeah, it was a tough save. It came quick, came to that front post. And Raya with a great, smart save. That was heading in. There's a third of Wolves. That's what I was saying. You got to create something out of nothing. That's what Cunha did. Maybe that's just a start of something here for Wolves. Can they create now? Can they go on and make an impact in this game? Great chance from Zinchenko. Let's have moments and have players Arsenal so far that have kept them well and truly in control. Whenever something seems to not go their way, they've got the likes of Rice, the likes of Tommy Assis we got on the ball here. They'll just clean up any mistake. Welcome, Shea Arsenal. Just saying, Wolves trying to flex their muscle a little bit here. Create something here. Semedo from the right. And Gary O'Neill's side just working into this game nicely now. Just a bit of possession as well. Trying to even up the possession numbers. It was a 60-40 split in the first half. Arsenal just doing a bit of everything and controlling the game well. Here's Bellegarde. And that's an awful ball. And this one can get an can't get that in. It's frustrating. It was a good little play. A very poor pass from Bellegarde. They're touching that well there, the commentators. You need to get Wang more chances, more ability to create stuff. We saw what limited ball that Matas Cunha's had, that he's able to create things. Get Wang on the ball, get him to try and create things for you. That's your scoring option right now. This team is hollow in the middle, but strong at both ends. Strong defense, and strong front line. You've got 2-0 all over the park so far this Saturday midday here in the Premier League. 2-0 Burnley over Sheffield United, which is massive for their season. 2-0 for Brentford over Luton, who continue to consolidate that sort of 13th position, 12th position in the Premier League. And obviously Arsenal here 2-0 up versus Wolves, and looking like it'll go 4 points clear at the top of the Premier League table once again. Massive result this one. Going into that busy Christmas period where teams are playing 4, 5, 6 games in a month. As here comes Saka. Just this side here with Tomiyasu, Saka, and Odegaard in this little triangle, it's impossible to stop almost. They just had to play around these 3-on-5 little situations, little rondos going on. Trossard has a hit, but it's well over the bar. Tried something, but Arsenal, once again, when they get those sort of final third areas, they're always dangerous. Always feel like something is going to happen. Once again, probably not the result they wanted there with that rush shot from Trossard, but that's what they can do, right? That's how they break teams apart. That's what I've done all year. In terms of Bentley, hasn't had much to do since coming on. Quite quiet. Gabriel made it hard for Declan Rice, but he's done well there. Interesting if Wolves go back and change. You think maybe Sasa Kalajic for a bit of height, a bit of size, and throw the ball forward, maybe more direct. Do you get Pablo Sarabia on as well and replace maybe Doyle, who's been subpar? The young fella's probably not been at his best. Is that the way you go for Wolves in terms of Arsenal? When does Kai Havertz come on for, I'm assuming, a Leandro Trossard who's been okay, not great. It depends. Arsenal squad's quite strong. I don't know if unless there's sort of fitness problems or injuries, you try and keep the team mostly the same, you'd think. Tomato cleverly wins a goal kick for them. Once again, though, the game's just teetering away. And there is one of the names I mentioned, Pablo Sarabia. Looks like he's readying himself. Same as Matt Doherty. Oh, that's a poor missed touch there from Totti. And that kills you when you're trying to play at the back, turning over that dangerous area. Looks like Arsenal here An opportunity to come back here with something. We approach the hour mark with half an hour to go now. Still 2-0. Still a lot to do for Wolves. Boy, has Bukayo Saka been good today. See, this right-hand side has been very, very good. I touched on it a few times. As I talk about it, it was that three again. It was Saka, Ødegaard, Tomiyasu, and then Saka again. But his first touch didn't quite land nicely at his feet. But once again, this right-hand side, it's been the left-hand side with direct runs for Martinelli, but this right-hand side, intricate play, Saka, Tomiyasu, Ødegaard, and Declan Rice also quadding up on that side. They've put a lot of numbers on that side of the pitch. And Tomiyasu getting nice and high in the second half. It's a real viable sort of wing-back type option. You've got to think as well with Urine Timber, hopefully due back end of Jan, maybe Feb. This team gets even stronger and stronger. And they might go and strengthen in January with Ivan Toney, a possibility as well. This team now coming into a position as we go towards the mid to back point of the season where they look, great ball for Zinchenko. Martinelli with a chance. Back heel to Zinchenko. And Wolves create out well. But as I say, Arsenal have now a good chance here. Back of this win, go 4 points clear. Maybe City draw to Tottenham. You know how good Tottenham can be against City. 3 points clear as you go into the nitty-gritty December. Looks quite good on the on the old table there, especially with how busy you can get in this period. So Ødegaard's ball just shuffled out for a goal kick. A double change here. Matt Doherty's on. And it is Bueno that's off for Matt Doherty. So Rabia is coming on here also. Oh, that ball's short. Taz Cunha giving away in bad areas. You don't want that. Oh, great ball, Zinchenko. Lays out Ødegaard again. And Rice. Oh, that shot's gone wide. But gee, those three connecting up well. Zinchenko, Ødegaard, and Rice. Declan's had a few times now lying up those low-powered, driven long shots on the edge of the area. No one picks him up. Right-footed shot. Actually not there this time, but the power was absolutely there. Declan Rice again. This guy is absolutely. I would love to have him on my team. I don't know why people don't rate what he's done this season. He has been superb. So substitution should be now appearing on the screen. Sarabia on now, probably playing as a proper number 10 now and behind Wang and Cunha. Oh, there we go. Zinchenko with space. Rolls in Martinelli. He has space to drive himself here. And there's Tomiyasu. Sheffield United with a red card as well. So Sheffield United looking like they'll be heading to defeat down there in Lancashire. Brentford still 2-0 up versus Luton. So things are working out well here. In terms of a nice relegation scrap. Apparently will propel themselves to 18th now. Oh, great ball from Martinelli into Erdegaard. Which was a feed. Jesus, but he's offside. And just like Arsenal, just up in the gears again. They started the first half a bit slower. And it looks like Jesus is off, and on comes Eddie Nketiah. As they're quite rightly saying on the commentary, probably precautionary as well, considering the man's long-standing injury problems. A chance to Eddie Nketiah again, where in games where he would normally thrive, these sort of lower teams. The crowd enjoys seeing Eddie Nketiah on the pitch. Wolves get Huang here out and fouled by Saliba. Oh, he picks up a yellow. That's to hurt the fantasy. That kills it. Absolutely kills it. Thought I was going all right, but that's going to hurt. Saliba getting the yellow. Vissa not on the score sheet or anything yet. Not quite going my way this week in terms of fantasy. Approach the 70th minute now, and 20 minutes to go. Wolves have had chances sparingly, haven't they? They've not really fired much of a shot so far. Tomiyasu, look at him being expressive and expansive, skipping past defenders. That's when you know it's a bit of showtime when Tomiyasu is doing a bit of that. Well in by Declan Rice again. Gee, he's been incredible in this game. Trying it again. Zinchenko will end up doing the job for him, but that midfield, robust, non-stop, energy, effort. You wonder why they've been so much better defensively this season, Arsenal. One name's changed in the team sheet, Declan Rice. He's been that workhorse in there. There's the attempts, 12-2 in the first half. 2-2 in the second half. I think Arsenal took their foot off the accelerator in the first sort of 10-15 minutes of the second half. Just in the recent sort of 5 minutes, kick back into gear. Especially with this new substitution of Eddie Nketiah. Giving a bit more spark maybe in that forward line. Fresh legs. As that ball, the right idea from Doyle, but the execution again, he's had a rough day at the office. that's a good ball. Miley can stand him up. The foot, it's a deflect. I thought it was on the depth in the back of the net, but uncontested for Bentley. Wolves to score now or never. This is a chance for them now to get back in this game. It's going to have to be sooner rather than later. You've got goals. You've got things happening. A third for Burnley. They're going to put Sheffield United to the sword. It's Zeki Amdouni. Finally, the Swiss man gets his... Oh, and there's another fourth going in as well. It's Kolyosha in the 75th. The two guys who probably deserve goals getting on the score sheet. And Luton have scored. Jacob Brown goes 2-2 to make that one interesting there at Brentford. So 4-0 Burnley over Sheffield United and 2-1 now between Brentford and Luton. Whilst we have remained 2-0 in the second half for some time now. I think Wolves did it right in the second half in terms of contain the game and not let the game run away from them. But I was hoping they'd try and go on the front foot and try and get something out of it. But it looks like they're content to sort of sit in this controlling fashion. Arsenal, yeah, also fine. It was both teams almost like committed to just play out the game as a 2-0. Not much to be said in the last sort of few minutes. In terms of chances here. But as I kept saying, it's been a massive day for Arsenal. They need to get this result. They're going to get the result. That's all that matters for them realistically. They want to just keep ticking over, keep ticking towards that end goal, which is pushing Man City for a title, being present in a title race. To foul and tomato. There's some big games coming on later today as well. In terms of relegation games, we've also got Nottingham Forest and Everton. Everton go to Forest after last game against Manchester United, where they lose 3-0, but probably deserve to score 2 goals themselves. So they've been in good touch. If you take away all the drama off the pitch, they've been one of the most formed teams in the Premier League as of recent. So that'll be an interesting watch. Everton need those 3 points to almost restart their season a bit. And then obviously the big game later tonight, Newcastle and Manchester United up there from Tyneside. Funny news is Manchester United had to bus it, 3-hour bus trip up north because planes couldn't land. It was too icy at the airport. So that's another stitch up for the side that is already having a rough week. So if things can go any worse, they have in terms of the bus trip up north. As Martinelli has a ball on the left here. Zinchenko. And then obviously tomorrow, I probably will be back for Chelsea and Brighton. I think I'll be live streaming that one. There's 4 games that early kickoff. There's also Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Liverpool, Fulham, and West Ham, Crystal Palace. So a lot of games on there. And the big one to finish it off later that night, Man City and Tottenham in what proves to be probably the best game of the weekend. Saka lined at the left footed shot, and it looked like it was just sailing to the back of the net. Too much space, too much time for Bakayo, and G wasn't far off. He It was dipping. Yeah, not enough though. But wasn't far away. And once again, if you're Wolves, you can't be backing off Bukayo Saka. As one player you don't want to give space, it's him. And get away with that one there. Dodge a bullet. Rice again everywhere, intercepting. I guess that's a question we have to all ask. Is he now the best signing of the Premier League season? Obviously with Maddison out injured. And Tottenham's, poor form as of recent weeks. Does Declan Rice now automatically become the form player, the most impressive sign in the Premier League this season? Big money. They can go one or two ways normally, those big money signings, but he's hit the ground running perfectly this season with Arsenal. And I think, obviously now people are acknowledging him, but I think, a few weeks ago he wasn't getting the props and recognition he deserves for the role that can go under the radar. It's a small thing, just picking the ball up. It's breaking the play up. It's like this here, picks the ball up from defence and can spray passes like that into midfield. That's what you're paying for. And a guy that can sort of score some goals, as well, some timely goals this season as well. So just watching this game, we've just seen him. It's been one of those games where you see the best of him as well. We see some substitutions now for Arsenal. Here's Kai Havertz. And it is Gabriel Martinelli coming off for Kai Havertz. He's had a great week. 2 goals in 2 games. He wants to make it 3 and 3. And Tomiyasu looks like he's down now as well. He's touching his calf, it seems. That's not what you want to be saying if you're an Arsenal fan. We know the history he's had with injuries as well. We're literally talking about him this week or last week on the podcast about how he was so good before that injury, which kept him out previously. And that's got to hurt in terms of Arsenal fans. That's not good, especially with the plethora of fixtures coming up. Obviously, Ben White is an absolutely great option to have off the bench, but to lose Tomiyasu, the fact he's called himself basically off, that's not always a great sign, but I hope that's not a long-term injury. Calves can be fun, they can be short-term, they can be long-term. You hope that's just a quick turnaround for Tomiyasu, because he's been so important for them so far, especially in this game, but also this season when he's come and he's played some great football as well. So just hope that's not too bad. We approach the last 10 minutes now. Hasn't been much to really talk about, I'm going to be honest. I was like, oh, wait, a turnover here. Maybe a chance of Wolves to score one late. To the back post. Ben White straight in the action. And smartly away. Gee, you want a goal now if you're Wolves. It makes it very awkward the last 10 minutes or so for Arsenal. As the fans just lift, try and push their team over the line. It's a nice little, a great ball, right idea from Totti, but just unable to control from Wang. That basically sums up his day, isn't it? Tough one for Wolves. Little to no chances for them. But when they have had those little half chances, it hasn't quite fallen their way, has it? Fans lift once more, the Arsenal fans. They can feel it. Big result this one if they can get over the line. Just going to update ourselves in other games while we're at it as well. 3-1 now for Brentford. 5-0 for Burnley. So we've picked one of the most quiet games of the day. I've lost Jones there. Let's have a look. It's Shandon Baptiste for Brentford to make it 3-1. So they should get over the line now. And Burnley have put Sheffield United to the sword 5-0. The 5th goal there has come from no one as of yet because we've lost connection. Josh Brownhill, the captain, gets the 5th. So they've gone and absolutely destroyed Sheffield United. Massive storyline, I guess, then for the relegation battle now. We see Burnley finally able to get 3 points. And Sheffield United look now like the bottom of those 3 teams in terms of the ones that have come up. Well, nice one by Havertz there. And he's already involved. And a great pass from Erdegaard. And Trossard, well saved. Saka, saved again by Bentley. And Havertz brought down. And that's not a foul. And all just happened all of a sudden. And Samana can take the ball away. And now it's Sarabia from the right. And maybe a chance for something here. Doherty. And Twang. Oh, great chance for Huang, but it deflected into the grateful hands of Raya. And the fans aren't happy because they thought Havertz was brought down there on the edge of the area. He sizes up. White chops back. Little deflection. Here's a first chance. Great use of the feet from Erdegaard. Trossard got himself into trouble. Saka's return shot was saved again by Bentley. And then everyone thinks there Havertz brought down interest to see if he actually was or not. But once again, Trossard missing a chance. Had a decent game, as I kept saying. He hasn't had a standout in terms of what Leandro Trossard's known for. And that's Mikel Arteta getting... Oh no, one of the assistants getting a yellow card. One of the assistants didn't look very happy at all. He's been booked. He wasn't happy with the call. The fans are happy with the call. The fans have found their voice once again. And Semato's played to him by playing the ball out of play off his first touch. The Mikel Arteta chant rings around the fans inside the Emirates. They're happy with it. It's been a champion type performance. Done in 25 minutes and basic control from there on in. And once again, they haven't really given up many chances at all in this game. It's been a little half chance here and there, but nothing really of note. And as such, the game sort of has teetered out second half. Ben White seeks Nketiah but can't find him. Once again, as I say, they go now 4 points clear. Arsenal on top. Obviously with City just still to play, but very, very interesting way that table sort of lines up now. Now, they have the position 1A. It's the others have to do the catching up. Very similar to less time last season, though, isn't it? Oh, poor go for Zinchenko. Oh, what's a finish from Mateus Cunha. And this game does have life. And Zinchenko, another poor mistake, leads to a goal. And just maybe, the Wolves have a life. Mateus Cunha says, I'll have a piece of that. And that's 2-1 now with 5 minutes plus added time to go. What have Wolves got? We've seen a few great comebacks for Arsenal here against other teams, but the Wolves had the opposite. I see Gary O'Neill coached a Bournemouth side that were at the other end of a comeback. They were up at Arsenal and Arsenal came back, but can he reverse it now with this Wolves side? Zinchenko once again, another poor mistake. This time leads to a goal. Now just puts his team under a lot of pressure in this final 5 or 6 minutes here. And now I've woken myself up. This is now a bit more exciting. Wolves to go at them now. Got to press high up the pitch. But here comes Odegaard. Oh, great ball. It's Eddie. Oh, they hit the upright. What a ball for Martin Odegaard. And now Hwang spun. And he's brought down. And ref said no foul. And he's going to book Hwang as well now. That kills my fantasy as well. No clean sheet. Hwang booked. Saliba booked. But here, look at this play here. It's Martin Odegaard's ball. Look at the weight on this. Eddie Nketiah perfectly onside. Has to score that. It's going to the guys. He has to score from there. You got to think in that sort of range. That's going to be in the back of the net. Oh, that's kind of Doherty. That's a corner for Arsenal. Do they just try and run down the clock now? Do they just try and soak some of the pressure out this game? Because Wolves, all of a sudden, has been sprung to life. Saka's ball in. Doesn't get past the first man. Does this game have one more twist in it, eh? Last minute plus what I expect probably 3 or 4 minutes of added time. It's flicked on. Ben hasn't done anything with it. He's collected Nketiah. But nothing given. And Hwang's here out. He could be out. Oh, I didn't play it early. Sarabia could have played Hwang, who was 1 on 4 but was out. And a lot of angst. A lot of anger for these Arsenal fans. They think another penalty now. Bentley cleaning up Nketiah. Lamine and these sort of players, they're the ones that you want in this situation, not Doyle's and Traore's of the world. That's what they're really missing right now. Someone who can create. Sarabia, where does he play that to? They've got 6 minutes from somewhere. I don't know where they got 6 minutes from. That's 6 minutes out of time. So Wolves have time to come back into this game. And all of a sudden, we've got a very interesting 5.5 minutes to go now. What can Wolves do? Oh, great ball. Semedo. Oh. Appealing for handball. I think it was down by his side there from Saliba. But what a pass from Sarabi to find Semedo. Then Totti loses his feet. And here comes Saka. And now they've called the foul on Bukayo Saka. They're reviewing the handball. I don't think it's handball or no, yeah. Refs waved it off out. It's down by, it's his leg anyway. It doesn't even hit his hand. Cue the mass changes here. Kiwi or Jorginho expect to come on here for Arsenal. Saka is coming off as well here for Kiwior. So Arsenal going full defensive mentality. So Doyle's also come off for Sasa Kalajic. Halfway down this added time. Arsenal holding on. Both goal scorers obviously subbed. But you just never know in football. You just never know what you can expect next. Is there one more twist in this tale? And all of a sudden, Wolves winning those 50-50s all of a sudden. Totti's done well there against Nketiah. That's very smartly played. Now play out here from the back. And now comes Semedo from the right. This might be Wolves' last push. Last half. Wolves got it. Playing from deep. Everyone now and there in the Arsenal half. Dawson driving. Sarabia. His ball deflected off Trossard. Now across. Kalajdzic couldn't get onto it. Rice heads away. Only his fast Wang. His ball was too much to handle for Kalajdzic. Traore finds the bigger number 9. His cross is poor. And now Wolves at 30 seconds to try and spring something. Oh, that ball's kept away by Nketiah. They're just pressing high. They're doing enough. What was that from Sameda? That is pathetic. That should be that, right? That's the 6 minutes. How much added on the added do we got here? First header won by the Wolves player. It's congested. It's tight in there. They just want territory. They want ground. No whistle as of yet. It's still got a chance here, Wolves. Long ball in the Kalajdzic direction. It's Sarabia. Whip a ball in. Raya comes and collects. And that should be that. Arsenal should just, hold on, just being the key word. That ball's gone high into the London sky. Havertz smartly takes it down. It's gone out and still no full time. I don't know how much longer is possibly left, but the referee thinks there's more time to play. Is there one more rabbit in this bag? Wolves go forward again in the Kalajdzic direction. That's a foul on Saliba. Now, surely, after 2 minutes over the added time, it's got to be done. All right, we'll just take your sweet time to clear this ball. He's not in any rush. Still no full-time whistle from the referee. And now it goes. Mikel Arteta celebrates. Arsenal get over the line in what was a very good first 25, 30 minutes. And then a quieter sort of cagey second half. A late goal in the 86th minute from Matheus Cunha gave it life, but Arsenal over the line. They win 2-1. 4 points clear on top of the league now. And we'll lead now going into the big, busy December break. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. We picked one of the most quiet games of the night, but it was still good in the end nonetheless. Thanks for sticking around and joining us. Will probably be a live stream tomorrow for Chelsea and Brighton. Keep your eyes out for that one. Until next time, guys, I'll see you either for a podcast or a video very, very soon. Until then, guys, see you later.